Well, guys, I think I'm live. Let me just check my audio. Just give us a hell yeah if you can hear me. And if you can see me, just say hello in the chat. But one of the things about these live is like about 6 or 7 second delay. So it's difficult to know whether you've gone live or not. Check my settings. The audio seems to be working fine. Audio's on that. Yes, so we should be live. Yep, there we are. I think we're live. Brilliant. Good evening, everyone. I'm on the bench. I'm working on this at the moment, the Aichi Val or Aichi Val or Ashi Val, whatever you want to say it. I've been told there's so many ways of saying it, but hopefully you can all hear me. Just say yes here. You can hear me on the chat. That'd be really good. I think we're all live. Yeah, I'm not muted or nothing. So yeah, seems to be all pretty good. Just look at the chat. I've got to get a new chair. Can you hear this chair? Oh, it's creaking like an old man. So, hi, Alex. Right, so let's have a quick hello to people. Hello, Celtic West. Nice to see you. iHack Modeler. Yeah, the one thing to about it's a reissue. They released it they haven't released it for like 10 years, and they re-released it. So I think it's only about £8 as well on the on Airfix. Mod officer smashing nicely. That's good. Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. So yeah, I'm working on this at the moment. I've had it in the stash for a while. I did a review on it. So you want to go back and see the review, just look for this title on my channel and you'll see a review. I have started it. I've got, it's a very basic kit. Nothing special about it really. Gone together all right though. You can see I've done a bit of work on there just to flatten it out because it was a little bit raised. But I'm not going to worry too much about this. It's basically just going to be an OOB out the box build. Nothing special. There's a little bit that could be worked on with some sanding. But the trouble is because it's raised panel lines, it's very difficult to keep them if you're sanding a lot. So yeah. Hi Jeff Light, nice to see you. And Morrowind. Still haven't found a Jag E-Type. Well, there's plenty out there. There's the starter set, and there's also the new one, which is the 143 scale. As I said, I built this one here, which I've still got to repair because somebody had damaged it. This one's the 132 scale. It goes together quite nice. It's all painted with spray can, but there is a 143 coming out soon, new tooling and everything. So, which will be a fun little build, I can imagine. So yeah, as you can see, there's it doesn't quite glue together flushly. So, it's one of them. Oh, Plastic Alchemist is joining us. Let's have a look. Hi, Plastic. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm really, really good. Really, really good. Nice to see you. Oh, you got the Spitfire Mark 5B on your desk. Is that the one you're working on at the moment, is it?
Yeah, it's the 148 one that I'm working at the moment.
Oh, brilliant. That's fantastic.
I thought that if it go Airfix, we go Airfix.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, that's a really good kit as well. Is that the 143? 143, 148 scale.
Yeah, 148 scale, but
Yeah. Then they bring out a version which was like that's the Mark 14. They brought one out in like red, which looks really good. It's like a civilian scheme.
one.
So yeah. I was just looking on the chat. Corporal or Captain VFC's in the chat. Nice to see you. Liam H is there as well, and Dan Usher is also in the chat as well. So, how far have you got with that Spitfire? Is it just started now, or are you?
I have already the cockpit done, or almost done.
Almost done.
The fuselage is already painted as well.
Brilliant.
So I just need to start doing some weathering on it to don't look so new.
That's
and
good.
Off we go.
Ah, fantastic. Fantastic. What's the cockpit like? Does it go together well?
It goes together very well, mate. It goes together very well. I can show you.
Yeah, let's have a close up of that. Let me just put you on bigger screen so we can see. There you go.
So
look at that. That's pretty nice, that, isn't it? Look at that.
Let me see if I can show off. The instrument panel is all painted.
Yeah.
I've painted last time I was on stream.
Yeah.
On Twitch, and that's the pilot seat. So yeah, very good detail to be honest for 48 scale. Then you have the other side as well.
So it comes like as a tub sort of filter.
Yeah.
Look at that detail with all the instruments. So yeah, that's really good. That isn't it? That's proper special. That isn't it?
Another bit of tidy up, and then you join the two bits, and you have the tubbing to then go.
Is that out of the box, by the way?
Yeah, out of the box.
Out of the box, fantastic.
Nothing being added, nothing different, just out of the box. The only thing I done different was painting the instrument panel. I didn't use the decals. I just painted.
You painted them on, did you?
Yeah. Also, the edge of the dials in silver is painted.
Yeah.
Then you have a dab of white with clear gloss on top, and all those kind of things.
Yeah, that's excellent. And look at those tanks as well in behind. They really do fit well, don't they?
Yeah,
and the beauty is that you'll never see it, will you? Because once it's all together, you won't see that, will you?
On this one, because it's to be with the open canopy and open door, you should see some of it.
Yes.
Not much, but you still should see some of it. But we'll see how it goes.
Did you have to cut? Did you have to cut that out yourself? Did you? Did you have to cut the extra section out? Did you on the instructions?
So should be in here. Should be the door.
Yeah.
Cut it off. Was a bit of a pain, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, that's fair shout.
Yeah, I have far too many projects on the go at the moment, so I need to focus on this one. I just have too much, man. Freaking too much.
Yeah. Are you still doing the what's it called? You know, when people ask you to build models, what are they call it? Commissions. You still doing your commissions?
Yeah. This one is a commission one. This Spitfire. Yeah, this one is a commission one. This one is for myself, for my trial, the vampire. But this one, this little one, if I can get it.
Cool. Wow. What is that? 132?
148.
That's 148, is it? Wow.
148 is one. I have another one of those to build and two F5s as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And that's a commission as well. So,
brilliant. That's really good. You're getting the commissions in, mate. It's really proper that you're getting the commissions in.
Oh yeah, definitely. It helps sustaining the hobby. Don't get me wrong. The way I don't touch the house money, but otherwise I would be dead. Because the agreement was for me to stop smoking and spend the money on the models. I think she regretted already. She would prefer me be smoking. We would spend a lot less.
But you know what? This is the thing about the hobby. You know, it's not just the model you're buying. It's the paints. It's the fillers. It's the masking tape. The tools. You know.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's all. This is one of the things I've been looking into. You know, I keep being told that this stuff here. And I'm going to do a video on it, actually. The airbrush cleaner from Tamiya, this stuff here, is exactly what's in the Tamiya Extra Thin. So when you buy this bottle here, the same stuff in this bottle is what's in here. I'm going to do a test on it because I keep being told.
All right.
Now, I can't remember what the size of this bottle here is 250 milliliters. I can't tell you how much is in this one, though. I think it's... I'm going to just peel that off. I wonder if I've got one without how much it says, how much is on the bottle there. How much is on the bottle? It doesn't say how much is on the bottle. But I think it's at 200 milliliters or something in the bottle. But you're paying like £4 to £5 for this. Or you can buy this stuff, which is £8 plus postage, because you can't buy this in this country. You have to get it shipped from Poland or whatever. So you could probably fill up your bottle 4 times with this stuff and you still get the same result.
Yeah.
I said I don't know. I can't see how much is what the size. What they say the bottle size is. Let's have a look. What size does that say?
That should be the same as the X20A, I would say.
Yeah.
And the X is 250 mil.
250 mil.
Yeah, the X
400 mil. So just looking at the Mark Fit, you see. That's 40 mil. So it's 40 mil in this one. So 40 mil in a bottle. 40 mil in a bottle, and you're getting 250. So there's 5. So there's 6 lots of these in here. And when I look into it, and you can have a good whiff of it, it smells exactly the same as the smell you get from the Tamiya Extra Thin. It is absolutely the same smell.
Yeah, but don't smell it too much, otherwise
No,
you're gonna be
I'm doing a live stream, am I? But do you see what I mean? You know, and I'm thinking if I could buy this and then just keep topping up my extra thin bottles,
yeah,
you
I
know,
know, mate.
you're not gonna, you're not gonna be, you're not gonna go too shy with not, being without glue, if you know what I mean, or cement.
Oh, definitely
You
not.
got it. So, but yeah, but see, it's just something I'm looking into, is just pricing and stuff, because it isn't the cheapest. You know, these bottles here are $5 a bottle. These ones, there's 30 mil in this one.
How do they behave?
Yeah, they're all right. There's a slight issue with them, but I've spoken to the owner in Australia. They go down at this is a test. This is I did that. Can you see there's a gloss on the green? And that's because when you do freehand, you've got to get close. So when you're going in close, it lays it a bit glossy. Now I've given this 2 coats of Humbrol matte varnish, and it's still glossy. But the owner, I think his name's Scott. If I think that's his name, the owner of this guy, he contacted me on Messenger on Facebook, and he said to me that they do a flat that will bring that down nice. Because my goal is that I've gone in close, because when you're doing freehand, you're trying to do camo on freehand, you do get close, don't you? You just wind down the pressure a little bit, and you go in nice, nice and close. You've got the set as well. Where'd you get that one from?
Former models from models.
Frontline models.
Yeah.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, they asked me to have a go with that, see what they are like, what do I think of them.
Was that Frume models or
yeah?
Because that's what gave them to me. The Free Model Shop gave me mine as well.
Yeah, I think it is the same, man.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely rubbish with names, man.
Yeah, but just looking at prices.
Model Center.
Yeah, Free Model. I'm going up there hopefully either Wednesday of this week or Wednesday next week to pick up some more of that paint and and some of their flat gloss. They reckon that will do it. So yeah, just look at the chat here. James Woolard just said, sounds pretty mental that the airbrush cleaner is actually glue. Yeah, it's been rumored for ages that this stuff. Well, we can have a go with it tonight if you like. We'll have a go with gluing it, because I've got a couple of pieces here I want to get glued together, like the wings. We'll put the wings on. Let's put the wings together, shall we, on this kit, and let's just see if it does actually work. See if that glue does work. Let me just go, because I've become a bit of a fan of mini brushes. So I got these flex, what they're called, flexi-file, these mini applicator brushes. I've become really fond of these for using for glue. I've even bought these Expo ones as well to try out, which have a really, really thin point to them. So if you want to dabble a little bit of cement in somewhere, use one of these little brushes. They're absolutely excellent, little fibrous things. But let's have a go with the airbrush cleaner, shall we? Let's just see whether it does actually say, it's proven right that it's the same stuff. So
might be the case, and
we don't know, do we, until we try. Let's double check which side.
The proof will be on the pudding.
The proof will be in the pudding, mate. So is that right? So you got 2 pins there.
I'm becoming far too British. I even know the sayings now.
Yeah, but you can't buy the airbrush cleaner unless you go to Poland. I got mine off Amazon, and it only took 3 days to get here. So I was quite impressed with that. So,
Well, I have some people going to Poland. I might ask them to come.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Just snip that off there. So let's have a little go, shall we? I was going to do this for a video, but let's have a look now, shall we? Let's see whether it's the same stuff. So we'll unpick that. We'll change this brush here in the bin. That goes in the bin. Let's get one of these out. Let's have a little go, shall we? See if it makes any, if there's a... So, push that in there. There it is. So what I'll do is I'll just line it up to make sure that everything's all honky-dory. There you go, pin to pin. Locating pins are in. That's good. Looking around, fits. That's not a bad little fit. So we'll dip it in here. We'll go too deep, and then we'll just rub it around the edge. Just, oh, it is melting actually. It's melting the plastic. You can feel it melt. It dries quite quick as well. In it goes. Boom, boom, boom on the pins. Let's put them together and see what we've got. So it's dried quite quick. I'll put them in the pins. Come on. There you go.
50-50, and the other one is
Not going to go in. That's it. Boom. Just go around the edge again.
Yeah, there's someone, the Kings fan in the chat is saying that the difference is 2%. One is 50-50, the other one is 49-51.
Yeah. Acetone and butyl something.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, but what I can see, it looking like it's glued together nicely. So just rub that in that little gap there.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So then, just get myself a little bit of masking tape. Come on, and just throw them over the top.
C8.
Squeeze them together. Over it goes. Well, to be fair, it's actually glued together.
There you go.
Actually glued together. So there you go. There's your answer. It doesn't say percentages on. It doesn't say percentages on here. What's in it though? Contains butyl acetate and acetone. What does this one say on here? Contains acetate and butyl. Yeah, so it's exactly the same on the bottles. I mean, if I get that bigger a minute, let me get myself bigger so it'll work out. So you can see there. Contains butyl acetate and acetone on that one, just about there. That's what it says it. Then on the little Tamiya bottle, if it does actually, there you go, contains acetone and butyl acetate. So yeah, so there you go. That's the difference. But so basically buy one of these bottles for £8 and you won't have to buy another one of these. Once you bought this one, you just fill it out with this one, I reckon. And as I said, that is a pretty good join on that. I can't say fairer than that. That's a pretty good join. Give it the old flick test. Yeah, it's glued solid, and there's no line there. No line there. Solid.
That's excellent to know.
That's excellent to know, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Morrowind ES19. What's a good thinner for Vallejo? I do have some thinners. I will just find them.
I can't answer that one.
You don't use Vallejo, do you?
I have Vallejo for brush painting, not for airbrush. Although
yeah,
I don't use them through the airbrush. I hate them on the airbrush.
I think.
Well, I think you can thin it with water.
Yeah, you thin it with water. Right, so this is good stuff. Mr. Colour Thinner. There's another bottle which I think's upstairs in the loft still. I've not brought it down yet because I've not had to use it. Is the Mr. Colour Leveling Thinner is also very good. Obviously, you've got your Tamiyas. Tamiyas are excellent if you want to use Tamiya thinners. Your X20A, isn't it, is your acrylic thinners. Hataka do a good thinner, but I find you to use a little bit more. Okay, so if you just use it and like 5% more with your paint. And I was given this to try when I thought this was excellent as well. The Army Painter War Paints Airbrush Medium. That's a very, very good one as well. Actually, I used that the other night to thin down the Humbrol green that I was using. I used this stuff and I thought it was very, very good. So definitely worth looking at these if you can. Hi, Olive the was it Olive the guy? Nice to see you. So yeah, there's some little thinners if you need some thinners. They're pretty good. I'm really impressed with this stuff. Really impressed. That's just worked a treat. Look at that joint. Look at that. You can't. There's no seam line. Nothing. That's fantastic. Just touching it. There's no movement there at all. It's glued it down, absolutely shut.
There you go.
So there you go. There's the future then for me.
Most definitely.
For the bike, just get this stuff instead. Buy this. I think if I'm right, I think I paid £8.95 plus £3.95 shipping. So that's £12 for that bottle, with the shipping. But as I said, you've got to get it abroad because for some reason they don't sell it in this country, which is a bit of a pain. But what do you do? Just file that down. Have you tried out these yet at all? These Humbrol sanding pads?
No, I'm waiting for the. Well, I'm gonna start building the Curtis Tomahawk.
Yeah.
And my idea is to use only Humbrol stuff.
Oh, brilliant!
Just the sanding pads, the paints, the shipping fluid, the varnish, the wash.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go the old 9 yards. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cope with that, but
yeah,
the aim is there.
fair enough,
Because
mate.
I like far too much my lacquer paints to go to acrylic, but the tests I've done, they seem fairly good. So
you're a lacquer guy, though, aren't you?
Oh, definitely lacquer guy. Yes. Everything that is lacquer, I'm on it.
Because this is lacquer as well, and I tell you what, this dried in minutes.
Yeah, it's the same as the Attack or MRP.
Yeah.
The smell is very similar to the MRP ones. I just had a sniff on them, and they smell very similar to the MRP ones.
Yeah.
So paint-wise, if you ask, you have MRP.
Yeah.
We have what else? Well, we have Vallejo. We have Amomig.
Yeah.
There's AK Real Colors as well. There's Ataka. Loads. Far too much. Far too much money wasted on here, man.
I bet there is no. But you haven't got any Humbrol lacquers, though, have you?
No. I have one little tin of enamel.
MML.
Yeah, enamel. Yeah.
Yeah, enamel.
160 matte. Yeah, enamel.
Yeah. Just
I have some more on the other box, but I don't use them at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, the aim will be to use the care package that they gave us on the 25th.
Yeah.
And build just with that. Jamie have sent as well some. Good evening, mother officer. Have a good one, mate.
Yeah. See you later, my friend.
See you soon, mate. Yeah, see you soon. Jamie has sent as well the varnish.
Yeah.
Matte, satin, clear, satin, matte, and gloss. Wash, a black wash as well. So
all from Humbrol.
Yeah, all Humbrol. Everything will be Humbrol from beginning to end.
Brilliant.
So the aim
what about
will be,
the filler?
I don't have the filler, unfortunately.
Yeah, they do a filler.
Yeah.
I might have a spare one you can have if you want. Send me your address. I'll send one up to you again.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you so much. So the aim will be to build this one. Let me
just double check. I'm sure I've got some Humbrol filler here. Oh, wait, let me just check. Here's my fillers. So it might be upstairs actually. So I've still got quite a bit of it upstairs. So yeah, if I've got some, I'll send that to you upstairs. It's only yeah, it must be upstairs. It's not down here. But yeah. So look at some of the questions here. Olive the guy. Hey Moz, what is, in your opinion, the best scale model set you've ever built? What is the best scale model that I've ever built? Let me just put this back on there. There you go. What is the best scale model? Oh, crumbs.
That's a great question.
I think it's my very first one I ever built, I think. With my dad.
What scale and what theme?
Yeah.
There's many.
To be fair, when it comes to 170, if you really want a really good motor, see, there's like kits that you've enjoyed. I thoroughly wet my pants over building that Hawker Tempest that came out this year, the 172 scale.
Yeah.
That was such a beautiful, easy, piss-taking build. It really was. You know, it just went together really, really well. My fault was the paint, the masking tape failed on me, which was bizarre because I've since used that masking tape and it's worked a treat. But yeah, the Tempest, the recent one is that Tempest. That's a really, really good build. The Lightning that I'm still plugging away at, the new tooled one, the second one that I've built now. That's always a good little tool to get you in, you know, to get you back into the mojo if you're that way inclined. That's a good little build.
Yeah. For me,
I am well chuffed with that airbrush cleaner. With that, it's glued it, absolutely glued it. So there you go. Just got to glue this seat back in.
For me, the best mojo builder has to be the 172nd Spitfire from Airfix, the Neo 2.
What which one? What the 5C?
No, MK1A.
Yeah, that's now a starter set, isn't it?
Yeah. I've just released the video today on the
you enjoyed that, did you?
And for me, that's a great mojo builder by far. The best kit I built has to be the Edward Spitfire MK9.
Yeah.
In 172nd.
Yeah.
The kit I love the most to build was the P51D 72nd from Airfix with the big beautiful doll decal. I bought extra.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was a lovely one to build.
Yeah, I get that. That would have been a nice build, that.
He's looking for some fun kits, but what kind of kits, Olive, the guy? Planes, tanks?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you know, people, you know, if you want some fun kits, the Mustang's quite a good kit to build, isn't it? The P51D Mustang from Airfix. That's a really good kit. I actually got one here on my shelf. Let me just check. I've got one on my shelf here. Not that one. It's not that one. Here you go. And if you really want a fun kit to build, and you'll back me up on this, I reckon, Nemo. This one, you'll back me up. There's that one there. The starter set is a really good one. Yes. These are brilliant, aren't they?
Oh, these
eggshell ones.
Right. Can you give me a second, and I'll bring some for you to see.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. You had fun building the 72 Vampire. Yeah, I've heard it's a good kit. Captain VFC writes, I bought 6 Sword Mustangs of played not much. Plus I got one in the mystery, in the mystery bundle. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty good going. But if you want some eggplane kits are so much fun to build. You piss yourself laughing with these, honestly. That's basically it. That is it. That is all you get. But you know, you're building that like a caricature of a plane, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's great. There's no decal. No, like there's a little bit of panel liner, but it's very little there, so there's not much to do washing. But just a bit of fun. There you go. He's brought them out. Oh yeah, I remember you did that. Is it the SR1, isn't it?
Yeah, the SR71.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just get you up big again. Hang on. Let's put you on. There you go. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that is fantastic. It is such a fun. You've got quite a matte finish on there as well, haven't you? You've done that really nice. See, as a caricature, for me personally, as a caricature, I would have had that glossy as hell, like, you know.
Yeah.
But even the decals, you look at the decals.
Yeah, I tend not to run far from the reality.
Yeah.
So I try to, like, the burn exhausts and everything. So I try even the panel lines and everything. I try to go in there, but they are absolutely joy to build. And then you have the Suka.
Now look at that for the. Sorry, you're off color a little bit on my screen, but it might be my screen. But so you've pre-shaded that, have you, and then gone over the top with it with like a darker shade.
Yeah, this one has been pre-shaded, and you notice that. Can notice
was there recessed panel lines on that Japanese one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's recessed panel lines. All of them are, well, apart from the SCR-71.
Yeah.
It's as some recessed panel lines, others not, but they are an absolutely blast to
yeah. I've got a couple.
Amazing.
I've got the Avenger as well here, which I've thought about putting out. Because you can do these in about 48 hours. You know, if you a couple of evenings. There's the Avenger version. Let me just go back to me now. Put me on the big one. That's the Avenger version, and you know, they're just such fun, and the decals, you know, and they're quite. I think they are a little bit thick, the decals, if I'm right. If I remember doing that F15 or F14, I did. The decal's a little bit thick, but it's a caricature, you know, and the randomness of it is brilliant, you know. It's a build to do over the weekend. It's a weekend mojo build. So if you want something fun to build, I think these are good. And Dan Usher's just said, "Yep, you two are right. I built 2 P51s. They're a good kit." So, you know,
P51 wise,
yeah,
I have.
We just exit that a minute. Yeah, look at that. That's the 51D, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you sprayed that gloss then on top? Did you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
That's Vallejo metallic range.
Yeah.
With the AK Aqua Gloss on top.
Is that AK Aqua Gloss? Because I refuse to buy AK stuff. Have you got a recommendation?
Sorry, not AK. Sorry, MIG Aqua Gloss.
Oh, MIG Aqua Gloss. Fair enough.
Yeah, from the Alcalá. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got rid of all my AK stuff in protest, so I won't buy AK stuff anymore. I'm just
they shoot themselves on the foot.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
But they you know, for a fun build, those little did you film the egg? Did you film the egg plants, the eggplane system?
No, I have filmed the SR-71. I have 2 videos on the SR-71.
So go to his channel and watch them, folks, if you want to watch that one being
but not
built.
on the other ones.
Yeah.
I want to do a video on the P51 because I built a few, but never done a proper video on them.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm starting to revisiting the planes I've built, and I have like slideshows on my channel and do them properly with a video and voiceover. Happened with the Spitfire. I've done one video with like a slideshow 2 years ago, and now I revisit that one and came out with a proper video one and voiceover, my first ever voiceover. So if you guys have any comments to do on that, please let me know. If
you haven't subscribed to Plastic Alchemist, please go over there. It's a phenomenal channel. It is a cracking lad. We met up at the Airfix creator weekend, didn't we? And you know, and it was really good to meet you, my friend. It really was. As soon as you know, it's quite funny because it's quite a lot of them were like, yeah, they're hearing our voices, aren't they? Oh, there's Moz there, or there's Plastic Alchemist, you know. So, but I'm just glad that when Dale said to me, "Oh, do you know anyone who wants to come?" and I said, "I've got a Discord group full of YouTubers. We'll invite them all." And unfortunately, a couple couldn't make it, but you know, you yourself, LPJ models, model minutes, all turned up, which was really, really good to see others. So
I had a cracking weekend and Monday, mate, honest to God, because I drove there with the missus, and we spent the night there, and everything was absolutely brilliant. And the highlight was the Monday, obviously, and meeting all you guys was absolutely amazing. and incredible. I only get that feeling when I go back to Portugal, where I run a Facebook group with mainly Portuguese modelers, and we tend to gather around my hometown.
Yes,
and
I get
12,
that.
13, 14 of us, and it's always nice to give actual physical face to the person behind the camera, not just a voice, not just a camera, just meet the person, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, I'll talk to you after, because I think we might be meeting up again pretty soon. But I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after. Yeah, I've had a little chat with Dale about something, and he's in the process of organising something. But I'll chat to you after, because I don't want to share it too much yet. But
please do.
I'll speak to you personally after, and then see what's going to be coming next. But I'm really excited.
I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful for another one, mate.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the idea was to have a meetup as well, and go to like a centralized model shop and just go around and look at all the models and stuff, and then buy them, because one thing I did miss out on, and I think Matt from Model Minutes said the same. I would have liked to have gone to the Heritage Centre there at Hornby, which I never got round to seeing, because they've got an original Ferguson tractor there that was one of the first model that Airfix ever released back in the day. So that would be cool to see that, definitely. But yeah, there's something else happening soon. So yeah, I am teasing Sam. I'll private comment you what it might be. All right, then you can you could be in on it as well. And where's there's me and comments. I'll just type it in here so nobody can see it. Hang on.
If you have the Ferguson tractor, there's one on here as well.
You've got a Ferguson one of you, yeah, but what, the original Airfix one, or?
No, that's I think it's a Heller one, if I'm not wrong.
There you go. I'll send you a private message so you may be able to see where we might be sent to next. So, but anyways, some of you might have known I got my zine published. Finally came this week. I know people have got a digital copy. I'm offering it as a proper published zine. So it's only 12 pages. I'm giving it away for free. All you've got to do is email me or contact me on Insta or Twitter by DM. Or sorry, on Facebook even. Sorry, Facebook. Twitter's a bit harsh, you got to be friends. We got friends back. But yeah, so I've got them published. I'm really proud of them, actually. They look really, really good, being printed up like this. So if you want a copy of my zine, I've done a build here of my Hurricane that I did, the cheap, the freebie that was given out with the Sunday Telegraph, I think it was.
Yes.
So yeah, so my zine has been published now, which I'm really pleased about. And the second one, which is going to be released in about a month's time, is almost finished as well. I've just got a few more pages to do on this one that I'm just working on. As I say, there's a few bits there that that they'll get sent to printers when they've got 1, 2, 3 more pages to go, and the back page to finish off. But yeah, this one's almost ready for doing. But I'll show you, there's a couple of things I want to do an article on. I do it like a plug to a model shop that I visit. Just some, but that one's nearly done as well. So in about 2 months. Owen, yes, I do. If you send me your address, I ship to the Netherlands. I've sent 1 to the Philippines. I've sent 2 to Canada. I've sent 3 to US of A. I've sent 20 to the UK. 2's gone to Germany, and I think 1 is on its way to. Where's the other one to? There's a weird address. So that's being sent as well, and I'm doing it free of charge. I think it cost me around £2. If it's outside of the UK, it's between £2 and £3, but I'm paying for that as well. So, I've been, you know, I've been very blessed with the supporters, and I just felt to give something back. Obviously, the actual channel members get them first because they pay me, you know, because they're proper
Yeah,
members. Um,
definitely.
and people that have super chatted over the time, you know, I've contacted them to ask them for their address, you know, try to get hold of them somehow. A lot of people don't have people who contact me on YouTube who don't have any content, and their about section has no contact details. Very difficult to, but those I do know. Like Runny Egg, he's been a channel member for over 8 or 9 months now, and he got the zine free of charge because he supports the channel. So, but anyway, but these ones here, if anybody, I've got 100 copies. I've down to about 55 now. Got 55 left. Obviously, if you don't want one, but you just want to read it, you can go to the link. That's if you go to the onto Twitter and just search, go down my profile. I've put a link up there for this one on digital download. So if you want to download it, you can, or read it, you can. But yeah, it was a work of love. It took me about 2 days to do it because I wrote up articles, tried to find some funny stuff to put on there. You know, I've done some really good pictures. You know, just, you know, of what I use. This is a promo to the model shops, Buffer's Model Shop. I did a bit of a promo for them. Did a decal guide for using micro set and micro sew because still people get it the wrong way around. Micro set to set the decals and micro sew to finish it off, basically. So yeah. Captain VFC, I have a question. Was of all the ways to support you, which gives you proportionally the most? I think it's difficult that, you know, I get advertising revenue, obviously, which is, you know, which can be as much as £50 a month, depending on how many views I get. Obviously, that's only like 50% because of what YouTube take from that, and also the American tax they've put on us now. If you become a member, I think I get 70% of what you give me. So if you give every pound you give, I get 70% of that. Super chats are the same. If you give me a super chat, I think I get 70% of that as well.
That's fabulous.
I think that's what it is. I don't know it all. You could buy me a coffee, but I haven't done Patreon because I can't do both. I'd rather put up this channel, have on this channel by, you know, using the community post, and I just post directly to channel members only. I'd rather do that than get them to leave YouTube to go to Patreon. I'd rather do it that way, if you know what I mean. So
The thing with Patreon, Mose, I don't know if it's a thing that you thought about, and the way I'm doing, like this one, the Spitfire, I've been building online on Twitch and everything, and people see it.
yeah,
But then the details, the pictures of the final things, and the details, the fine details, I'm only posting on Patreon for whoever
yeah, but you
supports.
but you can also, if you've got channel members here on YouTube, you can pick on your community post, um, the just to the members of your chat.
Yeah,
So just so if it, say there, so I've got starter set, hairy brush member, and airbrush member. Or was it paintbrush and airbrush members? So the top tier is the airbrushes. The starter sets are like the I think it's £1.99 to join my channel. But I can select, if I put a post up, I can select whether that goes to public, it goes to channel members, starter sets and above, or hairy stick or whatever and above, and
yeah.
then you've got the top one. So you can pick which one you do. So I'm kind of thinking how you know, best way to do, but also, you know, with Patreon, you're not allowed to take addresses and stuff. You know, the idea is that, you know, when I do giveaways, I've got a giveaway at the moment. I've got that mosquito up for
Yeah.
grabs, haven't I? To give away, you know, just write a comment, and because if I get given stuff, I probably review it and then I give it away because I've got nigh on 450 models in my stash, and
Wow.
ranging from bag old vintage kits all the way up to the new Westland links that I got given by Airfix. And also I haven't got the space to put built models, so I'm restricted to 172. You know, and and so I like to build basic, because I tell you, I'm not the best model. I love modeling. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know, my skills are limited for modeling. But also I'm a lazy bastard. And if a model takes me more than a month, I get pissed off with it and I can't be asked finishing it. You know what I mean? I like to be on the go with a new model, and that's just me. But when I talk to other scale modelers, they're in the same boat. See, there's some scale modelers who will spend 2 years building a 1930s Bentley 4.5 litre supercharged, you know, from Airfix, a vintage classic. We'll spend 2 years building that. Well, I want to start a kit, airbrush it, weather it, out the well, don't even weather it these days, out the door. I don't bother. If you can't see it, I don't fucking paint it, model it. That's what I am. You know what I mean?
Can I scare you a bit with the scale?
Go on, then.
I have a Huey helicopter, UH1.
Okay. Is that the 1/24 scale?
No, it's a 1/18th scale.
Frig, yeah. Cool, I bet you're going to get some detail in that one, aren't you?
Oh yeah, you get it, and you can add a lot more into it with lights and rotating motors and everything. But
wow,
this is just a half of the fuselage.
Is that Tamiya or Hasegawa?
Hobby Boss.
Well, there you go then. That's that. Yeah. Okay.
This is the one that people on Twitch teased me to build, and they actually gave the money for me to buy it, and I've been gathering courage to starting it and space.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a 1/18th one.
Wow. That is pretty smart. That is.
Yes, that's pretty hefty, to say the least.
Yeah. that. So what's your time frame of building that motherfucker then?
This one has no time frame yet. I'm aiming to start beginning of next year.
Okay.
Simply because get to the chopper. Yeah, definitely, James.
Yeah.
Because I don't have this, I need to find space for it, and I need to find a central space, because I want to get working rotors and lights on it.
Yeah.
So the time frame will be beginning of the year, and then once I start it, I want to get it out of the way, because otherwise I'm gonna go mental. But yeah, this one is on the cards for sure.
Bro, that's where did you get your Orly mat? Because I went to look for one on Amazon and stuff, but you can't seem to buy them anywhere. Was it given to you, or did you buy it yourself?
Which one?
The cutting mat you got there. The Orly, is it Orly?
This one.
Yeah.
This is not a cutting mat. This is a mouse mat.
Okay.
So I have this as I go along on the builds, just so that I have a nice soft
I get that.
surface to have the thing. Yeah, but that was given to me by Orly.
Okay.
If you go on there, I think you have some for sale. I think
I did look, and I couldn't find any, so I went on Amazon looking. So
it has to be on his website. He doesn't sell anywhere else.
I think it was out of stock when I asked. So
but I think he's planning now some cutting mats.
Yeah,
I think he's looking for the right partnership to produce them. With the Spitfire, with the Machi.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other one. He's a tank. I think he's a Tiger King or King Tiger, whatever.
Yeah, I can remember the tank. I think you're right. He is a King Tiger. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's looking to get some cutting mats, but this one is just a mouse mat, and because it's nice and soft, I like to have my parts on top to don't scratch. Brilliant. It does super glue as well.
Yeah.
So if you guys are looking for super glue, feel free to. You have to
just Nick Joy just said, I'm in shiny new submods. Saw Jason shout for you on model kit stuff and liked what I saw a lot. Question, what's the latest on Humbrol paints If you want to see a video on the latest paints, go to LPJ Models, and he's done a review of the latest Gen 2 paints, dropper bottle paints coming from Humbrol. I've got them here, and we just go back to here. These are the latest ones. They're calling them Gen 2. He's done an absolutely phenomenal review on them, so I'm not even going to bother. I don't think you're going to bother, are you, Plastic? You're not going to bother, are you?
No, the only thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to build straight to the airplane and show what can be achieved with it.
But LPJ's done a brilliant video on this, so go over there, subscribe to him, and go and watch his video, because he's done a better job than what I would ever do.
Definitely, yes.
He does. I think he puts them through an airbrush. He uses a hairy stick with them. You know, and he does. You know, he adds the thinners and he adds water thinners, all sorts. It's a really good video. It's well recommended by me and Plastic here.
Yeah, it really goes very thoroughly through everything.
Yeah, very thorough job on that one, definitely. But I don't like the fact they've called him Gen 2. You know, I think that's a hide into nothing, because when you bring out, you know, what's going on, you're going to bring out a Gen 3 and then a Gen 4. So then you're going to have suppliers say, well, I'm not going to buy the Gen 2 now until the Gen 3 comes out. And then so they're going to be closing on the stock levels, because people will be wanting the stock, won't they? You know, so that's definitely one to look for. But they are very good, by what I gather. Just by shaking them, they've got life. Now, when you get this is the red one, which is the old dropper bottle, solid, absolutely solid. I'm giving it a good portfolio here, absolutely solid. Get the acrylic ones, you can hear them. You know, they're like, these are really thick and they're just about right. But with any of them, you're going to have to thin them down to how you like them anyway. So. How come Model Kit stuff sent me a like? What did he shout me out for? I can't remember what I did. Did I send him a model kit? I can't remember now. I think I sent him a model kit. So, but yeah, I'm just going through some of the comments on the chat. I love the smell of extra thin in the morning.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Johan's building the Revel 172 UH1D at the moment, mate. So he's doing one that's more of my scale.
Yeah, that's rubbish, man. That's absolutely and utterly rubbish.
Is it a crap one? Is it?
Yes, it's a Larry and Revel. They're absolutely rubbish. Just run away. Go up a scale higher. 148, 132nd.
Yeah.
Because 172nd, there's no good ones out there. Absolutely and utterly rubbish. There's one here that I built, but I don't have any proud in showing it, because
Adam Boots has said 172nd scale. So show that one. Come on, let's show that one. Airfix Tempest and Typhoon. I got both. Tempest, bloody awesome build. Thoroughly enjoyed. Mine's now up the library on display now. I've got it up at the library on display next to the Hurricane and next to the Spitfire that I built. So they're all there together. All three of those ones. But as I said, I'm still waiting for the Bearcat. That's the kit I want. I've got this one here in 148 scale, which I'm looking at building. But I'd love Airfix to do the range. So they've done the Wildcat. They've done the Hellcat. Let's get the Bearcat done. Airfix. This is a 1:48 scale. There's about as much detail on it as a stick of rock, basically. You know, there's nothing cockpit wise. It's for 1:48 scale.
Should have a lot more.
But I think I paid 20 quid for it as well. So that's it's a 1:48 scale Bearcat, which I'm going to be building in the next few months. You know, look at the size of that propeller, man. You know, so not a lot of detail on it, unfortunately. Just put up there. But that's one that I'm looking at building. But I'd love Airfix. You know, I tell you what, I said to Ethan up there, I said, "Oh, just do a Bearcat. No one else is doing one." And the instructions are just one sheet of instructions. That's how basic it is for 148. But I will do it because I want to build a Bearcat. I love the Bearcat. I think it was an awesome beast. And I think that was the end of the era, wasn't it? I think the Bearcat was the last one. So you had the Wildcat was F4, F4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And was the Hellcat F2? Or was that?
I think it was. Yeah, I think Hellcat was F2. The Wildcat was the F4.
Yeah, and then the F8F was the Bearcat. And then did they do a Jaguar after that one as well?
I'm not sure, mate.
Yeah. But that was the Revel one you had there, was it? Was that the Revel? Yeah, it said. So you weren't happy with that one then? No, it was crap, was it?
No, it's absolutely and utterly crap.
Yeah. Oh, Hellcat was F6 apparently. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. But if they had the whole set in the range, that I think that would be a seller. You know, how that was 72.
I have an F16 for Airfix with a Spitfire on top.
How did you do that? You painted it, did you?
No, decal.
That's a decal?
Yeah.
That is... Where you done that kit then?
This is a Revel F16. It's the 50th anniversary of the Belgium Air Force, I think, if I'm not wrong. I think it is Belgium, yeah. And I couldn't find the decals anywhere. I bought the kit and there was no decals, so I had to buy another one on eBay just to get decals. But yeah, this is one that Airfix would like, just because of the Spitfire on top.
That is awesome, isn't it? That is absolutely awesome.
And you have underneath as well.
Fantastic. So the decal came with a Spitfire to go on top.
Yeah.
You can't make it up, can you?
No. And now I have the Portuguese one, which has a Sabre, the F86 Sabre, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
That goes on top as well.
Yeah.
Same thing as this one, but instead of a Spitfire, it's a Sabre.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I would have that. Captain VFC, yeah, I completely forgot about the Tiger Cat. So it was the F2F, F3F for biplanes. Then there was the Wildcat, the Hellcat. Then you had the F7F Tiger Cat. Then the F8F Bearcat. But if you go looking online, there's hardly any Bearcats out there in 1-72. I think Hobby Boss do like a building click one of the Bearcat. You know, like easy assembly Bearcat. But I know the Duxford in the hangar where they do all the repairs. They've got a Bearcat there sitting because I took pictures of it. Yeah. It was undercover, a lot of it, but they've got a Bearcat there that they could easily scan and then send up. You know, get that tooled. I think that'd be brilliant. So, yeah. What's that? Erwin Neising says the Sukhoi was prettier. Do you know what he means by that?
Unless the Sukhoi is
prettier, isn't it? That's the issue, isn't it? Was the Brewster Buffalo the F2F? Might well be barking up the wrong tree on this. Yeah. Made by Brewster, not Grummond. I see. Okay. Bearcat was more Korean War, I think. Yeah, I think you're right there. They probably was, but I've when I saw it up at the at Duxford, it kind of blew me away. When I went up there to have a look, so I went up there to see the Spitfire launch, the 1-24 scale Spitfire. It's hard to believe they've been working on that kit for 2 years. I went and I saw that they had this Bearcat in their hangar. Right, I'm going to go over there and see that. So, but yeah, that would be a great kit if they can build it. So, Yeah,
I'm overdue another visit to Duxford. So
yeah, it's not far from you anyway, is it, Duxford?
no, 40 minutes away from me,
Mm.
roughly. It's a nice, easy ride.
Yeah. How far was Margate from you then?
2 hours and 45 minutes.
It's 5 hours for me.
Well, I mean,
I
well,
left it. I left it. I got up at 3 in the morning, did my shit shower, shave, and then was in the van by 3:30, and I got to Margate about 8:30. I think it was, or was it 8 o'clock? And then I met up with Matt and James from LPJ. Then we went
yeah,
to the Toby Carvery for a £4 breakfast.
yeah, I saw that. I was on
Yeah,
my way out to already to the thing, so
yeah.
I passed on that one because I don't like. And apologies to everyone in advance. I don't like English breakfast, so don't kill me, please. So
You don't,
I
you
have
don't, you don't like him?
no. I'm a continental guy, Mose. I like my croissant, my cakes with
Yeah,
coffee and milk. No,
yeah. I get that.
be, yeah, beans and eggs are a 12 o'clock thing, not a 7 o'clock. But again,
Yeah.
I always been shot already on Twitch over that. So
I get that, mate. You know, see, I do Slimming World because I've lost nearly 3 stone on Slimming World, and to have a fry up in the morning is what you do with
yeah,
because as long as you cut the fat off the bacon and you poach your eggs, baked beans are free on Slimming World, and just get the one sin sausages, have 4 of them. You're laughing. It's a really good. Really good breakfast to have, and you never feel hungry once you've had one. If I've had a croissant with a bit of jam, I'm hungry. But to be fair though, if I had the choice of breakfast, it would be eggs Benedict. That's what I would have. When I
no.
go to Weatherspoons, I'd always have their eggs Benedict, with the muffin, the ham, the
Yeah.
egg, and the hollandaise sauce on top. And then
See,
I order two.
we divide the things differently. We do the breakfast around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, which will be
Mm,
a cake, a bit of bread with coffee and
yeah,
that thing. Then around 10ish, we have another bit of like a sandwich.
yeah.
12, we have a proper dinner. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, another sandwich, and by 8 o'clock in the evening, a proper dinner, and then off to
Wow.
bed.
But your dinners aren't very big, though, are they?
Oh
Because you've
no, they
already
are
you
very
have
big.
you have like 5 mini meals every day, don't you?
Yeah, Mo, you met me, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's small, mate.
5 mini meals every day. That's pretty class, that.
No, I can't have 5 mini meals, mate. I need to have two proper big meals and the mini meals through the way. But
Yeah,
but yeah, we have that. And again, if you are raised with proper Portuguese parents,
yeah.
you have soup, you have the main dish, and then you have to eat some fruit and or yogurt. You are being fed constantly,
Mm,
constantly. There's no way out of it, mate. You are doomed. Either you eat or you eat. That's the way it goes.
yeah.
Right, Mos, I
Definitely.
need to shoot off, mate. It
Yeah,
was
you've got
really
to
good.
go, haven't you? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I need
just,
to
I
pick up
just.
my oldest one from
Thanks for
work.
coming in, mate. And
No worries.
so we'll start. We'll
Thank you
just.
so much for having me, mate.
No,
And
no worries. Just before you go, your channel, go along and subscribe to Plastic Alchemist if you can, and just give him some support. He needs it because what you want to now, 400 subscribers, isn't it?
no, 576 at the moment.
So we need to
Or
get him
last
up
time
to
I
a
checked.
thousand.
Yeah,
We need to get him up to 1,000, which will be good.
yeah, I'm aiming for that. I'm putting some videos more regularly as well to bring more visuals. Yeah, and again with your help and all the other guys from the Discord, which have been fantastic, and all the people that has been subscribing.
Yeah.
I went in less than a week from 400 to 500 and something. So
Yeah. Well, I put you out on Twitter twice that week. So
yes, I noticed that. I appreciate that, Mos,
yeah,
believe me. So yeah, it was really good and a big mojo builder to
yeah,
give more incentive to keep creating stuff.
yeah,
So I hope not to disappoint everyone. I'll try to bring more stuff, more
yeah,
reviews, more builds.
yeah.
I have now the F4F from Arma Hobby in 70-second to video edit and voiceover. So that will be one of the next builds. And then I have an IBG tank to review, and I'm going to do a review on the links as well from Airfix 148 and then the build on it. So yeah, the plans are there. We're going to keep coming, and we're going to make them good.
To be really fair, my heart with YouTube is that I started off as small as well. You know, I know I'm very humbled at my 13,000 subscribers, but one of the things I've always tried to do is share the wealth, so that you know. And Matt from Model Minutes was brilliant for me at the beginning. He shared me out a few times, and I feel that, you know, the only way you're going to get a good modeling community is if you do share the wealth and share people out. You know, there are certain channels I won't share out, but so I don't particularly like them. But you know,
each one to their own, most.
Each one's their own, isn't it? You know, but you know, I try to share the wealth as much as I can so that other people can, you know, enjoy. Because, you know, what's the point? You know, when you've got seriously good modelers like yourself, LPJ Models, Modeling Weekly, you know, and the Model Nerd and people like that. You want to share them because, you know, they're untapped. You know, you want to say that this is what these guys are doing. Go and watch them because they're worth the watch.
This is what you can achieve.
Yeah, it's what you can achieve. As I say, I'm just a lazy builder. I just you know, I've done that little short. It is my heaven. You know, I shut that door for my mental health. Scale modeling is amazing.
Yeah.
So, but
that's absolutely brilliant, and that's a bit what we do on Twitch as well. We try to share as many channels as we can.
Yes, exactly.
We have the Discord with, I think it's 247 members now.
Yes, that's right.
We try to share the wealth as much as we can. So
it's good. Yeah,
to have everyone on board.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you better go and pick up your wife now, mate. And
no, not my wife. It's my oldest daughter. She's working.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it's I think it's model officers picking up his wife tonight, so couldn't come. So, but thanks for coming on board, mate, and chatting to me.
I'm one that feels humble and appreciated for you to having me. Thank everyone in the chat for that kind of work.
And if you want to do a live stream like this, I'll jump on your live stream and put it out as well, my friend.
Yeah, but we need to arrange the eggplane build, mate.
Yes, we do. We need to sort that out.
I have one Osprey waiting for that, so we need to arrange that.
Well, I think the idea was to do a weekend build, and then we all jump in on our own channels, and we jump onto their channels, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And build as we go along, like, you know. So
let's make that happen.
Again, you know, we've got some ideas. Anyway, my friend, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.
See you soon, bud. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Goodbye, mate. God bless. Cheers,
thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And there he goes. And now you're back with me. I want to know who Lucky is. Lucky, reveal yourself. We'll have to put some eggs Ben on for you next time. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. We'll have to put some eggs Benedict on for you next time. What next time? There you go. Erwin Neizig saying, have a good one, Alchemist. Good vibes. Yeah. Go along and subscribe to him if you can, and support him. Make sure you click that bell and select all so you get to see all of his videos too. Something that came in the post for me. People ask, you know, how do I get into scale modeling? I kind of fell into it. Space race was always a big thing for me, and building a space shuttle, a rocket back in the day, caught me into scale modeling. You know, I had a parent who worked for a company that did railway stuff, and she used to work in with the machines, and I used to see all the tooling, bring out these railway stations and platforms and engine sheds, and she would bring them home, and I used to paint them up and always watching from the shadows, matey. I don't know who Lucky is. I'm gonna have to, whoever it is, I'm gonna have to kick his head in. I haven't been around to anyone's house for eggs Benedict, but yeah, well, next time I go to someone's house and they're doing me eggs Benedict, I know you are Lucky. Right. Model guide to basic guide to modeling. This book's available from Airfix for £12.99 by a guy called Stu Phone. Interesting. So if you're new to scale modeling and you just want you know, or you want to progress a little bit more than just using the airbrush or the starter set paints and the brush. Sorry, I'm just getting caught out by Lucky DL. Who's DL? I don't know who DL is. Yeah, so with the brush painting and stuff, you want to do a bit more and find out a bit more about filling sort of models. And this is the book to get. I've been so blown. I've actually had a little look through it. Some of the pictures in here are really good. Some really, really good information. Some really good pictures. Tools of the trade. You know, basic standard craft knife, side action cutters, cutting mat, scissors, holding aids like tweezers. You know, get some little clips like this. You know, it goes through it stage by stage. So chapter 1 is basically the tools that you need, and then talking about adding color. Obviously, because it's Airfix model weld, there's going to be a lot more of the Humbrol Airfix sort of tools, but there's some Tamiya in as well. There's a whole range of tools there. You've got mission models, MRP. You know, and just going through, you know, if you're doing a starter set, you get some brushes, the things to neaten the parts. It's a really good book to get, and so it's recommended by Moz Models. Yeah, Stu is the editor of Airfix Model World. I get that. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He is. Yeah, that's where I recognise. Thanks for that. Yeah, I recognise the name now, Lucky. Right, neating the edges, removing gate burrs, you know, all the first cuts, and it's to me it's well worth buying. As I said, it's available. So I presume if it's not just available on Airfix, it'll be available for Model World, the Scale Model World website. Let there be light. So we're talking about all your layers. But it's a phenomenal book. I just try and, you know, it's recommended. So if you want to get into scale modeling and just want to learn about smooth building, you know, talking about raising repairs here, how to remove repairs, bring on the brush. So if you've got the hairy stick, there you go, the hairy stick. Use that, you know. Then the airbrush. Yeah, they had to I'm just looking at that all-purpose Humbrol airbrush. Has anyone ever used this? Has anyone? Talk to me if you do, because if you have, let me know. I'm half tempted to buy it, but then you've got to buy the airbrush propellant as well. I suppose you could put that, you know, yeah, I think you can put that into for your compressor. But I did do one for the Revel one, you know, the Revel basic brush. That's worth buying if you want a quick, cheap, easy airbrush. Then about your decals then. So there's plenty in this book for you to get into. So if you want to buy a decent book, that's a recommendation from me. I'm going to do a video on it anyway, but I got it, I think it was last week, and I had 5 minutes in the sunbed, in the chair out in the sun, getting a tan. Yeah, it's I thought it was really well presented. So the pictures are phenomenal, really well written. You know, going into your aftermarket extras. You know, so yeah, it's all good. Recommended by me. I saw the doll crash at Duxford. Did you? Crumbs. How's the Concorde coming on, Moz? It's nearly done. I had to use gloss on the tail, and then as I was doing it, as the decals were on the bench, and I slipped, and some decal fix ended up, or some micro set ended up on the decal, and it's kind of ruined it. So I've ordered a fresh set of decals from Airfix, and I've just got to do the last bit, last of the windows and the blue stripe on the side, and then what I got to then do is put the undercarriage on, and it's done. Lucky, have you got an Airfix pint glass on order? Well, I hope so. It should have been here today. Paid for it on Saturday. No, I didn't. What day is it today? Monday. So yeah, I got an email on, is it Friday, saying that because I had it on pre-order for years, they had my old bank card, so then the pre-order wasn't released. Saw the email, paid for it, and I would have thought it would have been in here today. So, what was your first kit you ever built, Moz? I don't remember. I do remember building a space shuttle. I do remember building a car, a Mini Cooper. It was a space shuttle, and I did a rocket. There was a group of models that I did, and I just, I'm 43 now, and I was building models at the age of 8. My dad helped me. I also was building scale, dioramas and stuff when I was 8. And a lot of train stuff as well, racial plastic model stuff, and things you had to make. Is it Lima, Lima stuff I was doing back in the day. So I don't really remember, but you get a gist of the sort of stuff I was into. A question here. I heard Airfix doesn't supply all decals on German World War II planes. Is that true, and why? Yeah, they don't supply all the decals because they don't do the swastika. Or is it called the Herrenkrau, is it called, or something? But that's the same with Revel. Revel don't put the swastikas on the decal sheets anymore. But you get a fair chunk of decals that just, but you just don't get that. I know Tamiya do like a half cut version where you cut 2 halves and join them together. But that's why the swastika is a banned symbol in Germany as well, which is quite strange because actually it's a Hindu symbol anyway. So if you got the one there with the dots in, I think that's a symbol of peace in Hindi or Indian, I think, if I remember rightly. But that's the reason why. It's just because it's banned. And people don't. Is it ridiculous? I don't know. You can go down the woke side, or you can go by if you ignore history, you're more likely to repeat it. If you forget the history, at least if we know what's going on now and we explain it all and keep on doing it, then we have no reason to forget the horrors of the World War II and why we fought. And it is a hate symbol as well. Yeah, it still is a hate symbol, most definitely. Indeed. So that's the reason why we don't have swastikas in their kits. So there you are. 109. What does that say? I'm into painting 1:8 scale bust lately. Oh, fair play. I'm not really a fan. And the other video that I've got to do this week, I was at the Avon model show at Thornbury. What a day out. That was a good day out, to be fair. A good day out. Wasn't as good as previous years, I've been told. But I think the biggest shock for me was that there were no, and I'm telling you straight, there were no dealers there or suppliers with Humbrol. There weren't even, because I went up there to buy some of this that I fall in love with. I love the Humbrol Precision Poly Cement. Went round and no one had any Humbrol products. There was no Humbrol primers. I went for 3 things. It was Humbrol primers, the poly cement. I wanted some clear gloss, and I wanted some enamel thinners as well. Nothing there at all. I was shocked, as well as the people I went with. I was shocked. Lucky? Who the hell's Lucky? You got me now. PM me, so yeah, don't give me a issue. So the Grumman E2 Hawkeye. That's what I was going to say. Right, yeah. So I was there, and there's a new magazine out. There's by a company called Phoenix Productions, or Phoenix Scale Productions, and I paid me £55 for a year's membership. They do 2 types of magazine. They do the scale modeling magazine, and they also do a more specialized aviation modeling. So I've come for this one because I'm into my aviation modeling, to have a little go. And really nice gentleman there, really nice, and it's a nice glossy magazine with some cracking model builds in here, something to look at, something to chat about, something to chat about. You know, there's some really good images, breakdowns. So I've been looking at this, reading it through. I've got halfway through this one, I think. The other one that they do is this one, which is the scale modeling one, which is the complete. You know, so they do all the other ones. They do all the you know, the models in the other one stuff, kits and tanks. So they got the Panzerjäger one there. That looks quite nice as well. Which is a nice little build. I think that's the Revel one. A couple of lorries in here, so you can go through the pages and see. There's the tanks. Dulux plastic model. So this is a bit of a call out here for Dulux materials. You know, I use them. I use their Brush Magic for everything paint wise. This is phenomenal stuff. Brush Magic. I got it, and what I did a video on. If you want to see the video of this stuff, I got it in a Tamiya bottle, and I put some metal gauze in the bottom. I've still got some here. I've got it here. Hang on. Yeah, is it that one? No, this is the wrong size, but you can buy sheets of this metal gauze. This is the finer stuff. I've got some thicker stuff, and I cut around the circle, and then I pushed my finger up and made it into a dome. And you put that in there and brush your paint across against it, and it works a treat. I've even labeled it up, Brush Magic. So when you're clearing out your brushes, you put it in there. It's phenomenal stuff. Let me just smooth this out of the way so you can do a little bit of a demo. There's a video on it, so if you want to watch a video on it, it's in my description. So say you've got a brush here, and where's that gloss to? I had some gloss here somewhere. Did I have some gloss? Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just we'll open this stuff. Okay, so Humbrol. So put some on your brush, nice and thick. So there you go. There's the paint there on your brush, and all you do is you dip it in there and give it a switch, and then just go over the metal gauze there. Give it a really good rub down. These are good. I need to clean this out really because it's got some paint on it. So some, you know, which I've used it for all sorts of cleaning, but just dab it in there and just rub it on the gauze. Pull it out. I've got a bit on there, like so. And somewhere here I've got some paper. Let me just find me kitchen roll. What have I done with my kitchen roll? Oh, where's my kitchen roll gone? I can't even find my kitchen roll. What have I done with that? I had it here before. Kitchen roll. Where are you, kitchen roll? Where's my kitchen roll gone? Oh, what have I done with that? This is what happens when you're not prepared on the live stream. You can't find your bloody kitchen roll. That's why I use this cloth. Use the cloth. Then on the edge here, just give it a wipe. And there it is, the brush completely clean. Can you see that? Really good stuff. Oh, so if you want Brush Magic, that's the stuff to use. It's phenomenal stuff, this Brush Magic. I got it from Froome. No, I didn't. I got it from Buffer's Model Shop. Recommended to me by them. So if you know, give them a shout. I always say I'll recommend them. But it's one of my local model shops now, Buffers. So there you go. That's the Brush Magic. So that's good. But anyway, so they brought out this book and they said, "Can I review this book?" Which I'll do on a video. If you're interested in building a Grumman E2 Hawkeye, the plane, they're doing what's called a Blue Series. This is Blue Series 1, so I assume it's going to be a few. And it's Real to Replica Blue Series. And what they've basically done is they've got all these different call outs that you can use. There's so many pictures in here, so you can have every single look at it, so you can see where there's you know, where you'll see some smoke sort of build up, some where the grime gets to, you know, how they're coloured up, how they look, what's on top of the disc. Sometimes they do come with their own decals for the top of the disc there. But it's a really, really nice book. So if you're going to build a Hawkeye, look at that. That's a phenomenal picture, that, isn't it? On the deck. Look at that. Isn't that superb? And that was night operations aboard the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. So, you know, so if you're interested in the Hawkeye origin, you know, and you know, if you're interested in building one of these, or you like the history of it, or there's a plane that you like, this is a cracking book to get. Also done by Phoenix. It's £18.99 according to the barcode, but whether you can get it for a model shop a bit cheaper. But yeah, there's some really, really good pictures involved. So there's the kinetic kit there. I just wonder if they got like it's all kinetic, that one. I do wonder if they've it's all kinetic, whether they put in there the other ones, you know. If I think Rev will do one, don't they? Rev will do a Hawkeye. Is that Tamiya? I know Hasegawa did do one, so, but yeah, that's basically it. It's a good little book, so I'm going to do a little review on that one as well. What's the question? Oh, Lucky's emailed. Airfix kit. Your most Airfix kit you're most looking forward to. Leave a comment. Go on. It says ask. What are you looking forward to? I don't know why you didn't say Anson. Is it because I said that's one kit I'm looking forward to, is the Anson? So then in the comment, look in the chat, what is your favorite? What is an Airfix kit you're most looking forward to? Airfix, yeah. The Anson, yeah, I am looking forward to it. But there is another kit that I'm looking forward to, but we'll discuss that in a minute. K2 ambulance, the KT, the K2Y, yeah, I'm waiting for that one. That should be here this week with me pint glass. Meteor, Captain VFC, yeah, that's a good kit. Yeah, K2, I think there's a lot of people. Now, it's Academy as well, that one, isn't it? It's an Academy. Academy's made that on behalf of Airfix. Airfix have, if I'm right, don't quote me on it, but I know with the tanks, they designed it. Airfix have designed it. They've done the research. They've done them. They've done all the CADs. They've done the decals, and they've then given that to Academy to tool and to manufacture and to box up and send back to send for Airfix to sell. You will not see Academy boxing that tooling up. That's what I've been told, and I think that goes the same for the K2. Joanne, and it's see you soon, Joanne. Send me some pictures on Discord, mate, or on Facebook. Yeah, you can do that. Anyone else got any kits? Ah, okay, that's fair enough. That's a good name. Right, yeah. So, what other kits are you looking forward to? Just looking on the chat. So the Jaguar, I'm looking forward to the starter set Jaguar. They even had the sprues and everything all there on the desk at the Airfix Creator Day, and I begged if I could take it home with me and build it, and they said no. It wasn't in the green either. It was in the grey plastic because it was like, I think it was a test shot. But I was desperate to have a copy of that. So cheers, Lucky. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, you can do that, mate. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. I thought you were one of me mates who I go model club with. That's why I said I'll just have to deck you, because you know. But that wasn't the person I thought it was. Anyway, the Spitfire Mark 9's a good kit. You know, when it comes out, that 1:24 scale is going to be, you know, I've put images up. The engine's fantastic. I just, you know, you could, I said, you can box, you could bag that engine and cockpit up and sell it as a one piece. You know what I mean? Forget the fuselage. You could build that up, and the engine will just look absolutely amazing. Jeff Light, RF Buccaneer, I've got that one there. Airfix C-47 plane. Didn't Hella do the C-47 years ago? Did Hella do a C-47? I want to quickly look on ScaleMates. I think Hella did that. C-47. Hella. Let's have a look. Let's visit it. I'm sure that they did it. Hella did it with Humbrol. Let's have a look, shall we? Crumbs. Well, the tooling that's been done by Revel and Atalery and Airfix. No, really? Well, all right then. Airfix did release one in 2013 with new decals, but it was an original 1981 Esky tooling. Seriously, they are releasing it, are they? That's come under my nose. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Let me just share. Share the screen. There it is there. So that's the Esky from 1981 as a you know, it's 86 version. So 1981 is that one. And then shimming on through, Ertel did it around 1984 time, and then Esky Ertel again, and then Revel brought it out in 86, and then in 1992 Esky brought it out again, then Atalery brought it out in 2013, and then an offshoot for 2013, 1:72 scale Airfix. Does that look right to you? That it was an Esky tooling? Well, it looks at the tooling, it comes with a blank roof. No, there is a turret. There is a turret there. So there you go. I never knew that. That does surprise me. That does surprise me. Yeah. But that's really all I've got to say for that one. Yeah, I didn't know they were re-releasing that one. Do they? Do they really? I'm just looking now. C-47. Let's look at the 1:72 scale Airfix. So they did. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah. 2014 they brought one out. And then the new decals was in 2018. So I thought it was a bit strange. They brought a new tool out in 2014. So, but I don't believe, I can't get over that was an old Esky kit. Would Airfix have done that? So yeah. So I'm not yeah, that was quite interesting to see that. So the 2014 tooling partially made as I've run out of space for it. It's a big kit, isn't it? Well, good luck with you to be in that. Yeah. So they have built there. So Lucky's said, I believe that Airfix have tooled their own version. Yeah, they have. They have. But just looking at 2013 and going back to 1981, I just, I can't believe that they would have released one. It was an offshoot of a Tallery, really. So yeah. So Sprue and Glue's just written here. Where's my mouse? Moz, I hope you enjoyed the Red Arrow build. Thanks for the kit, buddy. I enjoyed your live streaming of your build on that Red Arrow I sent you. I'm disappointed that you used the Echo. No, I'm not really disappointed. Well done on the finish on it. Yeah, I think it was a really good finish. I know you used an air can, but I think, do you know what? People diss the air cans, but if you're in between becoming a hairy stick builder to becoming an airbrusher, using a blower on a kit, and you're not too sure you want to spend the money on the compressor, the added, and all the added bits and pieces that go with that, the compressor, the airbrush, the ventilator, the booth, so the ventilation booth and stuff, and you want to try blowing paint. I recommend the Humbrol range of spray cans. As you know, I've got loads. When I do a car, I do that, but if you really want to do that, if you're in between, you've done quite a bit of a hairy stick, you want to start blowing paint, you don't want to spend too much money, but you can buy a booth for about 50 quid, or you can just get an air a can, spray can, and just spray it outside on a nice, not moist day, but on a dry day, and do that. Then brilliant. And that's what Sprue and Glue did with his Red Arrow. So yeah, I can imagine the heat being a bit of a problem, but yeah. But fair play. Lucky said that there was a bag kit that they bought, so fair enough. Yeah, I get that. Why not? It was a purchase bag kit. Yeah, I get that, mate. And I suppose you got some decent decals with it as well. Model kit stuff says, my first airbrush I used a spare tire, VW Beta water bottle, a water bottle, and a foot pump. Wasn't it Plasmo who made one out of a needle or something? A syringe. Even just a primer spray can make a big difference to hand brush models. Absolutely agree. I've done so many times. I use but my favorite primer is the acrylic primer from Humbrol. Then, if I haven't got that, I'd use the Tamiya Primer L, and I do have some Expo primer that I've used as well, which is good. Yeah, airbrush is obviously better, but a cheap spray can can do a decent job if used well. Yeah, I've always said that 6 to 12 inches away from the model, and just go over it. Powder coat once, twice, and you're almost done. And also with a lot of the spray cans, you'll find that you'll get 2 or 3 models out of or maybe even more, maybe 4 models out of it. So you do get your money's worth when you spend a tenner on the rattle cans. Celtic Rest, rattle cans are for barbarians. Yeah. We got to make the hobby accessible to everyone who may not be able to afford it. Yeah, warm the can up, definitely. And give it a really good port veil as well. Really give it that shake. Make sure that ball bearing inside gives, really agitate the paint and put it in some hot water if you can. Hi James, just posted a kitchen update. Are you still working off the kitchen model kit, are you? I'm glad you got the model. Have good fun building that, my friend. I've built it. I said that one of my thoughts on that kit was why you had to choose whether you had the canopy up or down at the beginning of the build. It would have been nice to have had the choice after painting whether you did it or not. Yeah, so there you go. Nothing more else to add, really. As I said, I'm still working on this this valve. If you missed the beginning of the chat, you'll see that I did a test tonight on the truth of whether the Tamiya Airbrush cleaner is exactly what you get in the Tamiya Extra Thin, and we glued this wing together, and it bonded it like a queen. Really nice bond there. So £4.50 for that bottle, £8.95 for that. There's 40 mil in that. Does it 50 or 40 mil in that? I think it's 50 mil in that. This one's got 250 mil. So you're better off buying this stuff and pouring that in there to glue, and it does glue really well. So once you've bought this stuff, just go out and buy this stuff. And then if you really want some good stuff, buy this as well, because that's good stuff as well. So yeah, I'm building this at the moment. I'm doing it stage by stage. And it's not going to be like an impressive, it's not, I'm just putting it together really. There may be some seam mark, because the problem with, when you've got raised details, you struggle with when you're sanding down, because it's raised details, you're going to end up losing it. You can't cut them back in, so to speak. So I'm going to do very little on the actual rubbing down of this kit. It's going to be basically a basic build, because it's a vintage classic. I just want to build a vintage classic. I built this years ago to a poor standard, I must say. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of a gap there, which I'll fill in with a little bit of perfect plastic putty or something. But yeah, so I want to build this stage by stage and put it out. But yeah, it's unbelievable. It just stuck together like a dream. I used this here, which is one of my favorite brushes at the moment for dabbing on cement. It's like a little micro. It's from Flexifile. So I used that, went around the edge of it, went in the middle, went over the pins, and yeah, it went on a dream. And it's glued the wing together absolutely fine. And it's dried nice as well. You can see there's no gap there at all. It's pinched together nice. And it dried quite quick as well. So definitely something to look out for. But I'll do a video on it anyway, so I can get some viewers. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight. Hope you're all well. Thank you all for joining me. I think there's been 40 in the chat. Again, if you want the latest zine that I finally got published, I'm proud of it, email me on Facebook. Go to the Moz651 Models page. You can message me there direct, and I'll send you out one of these free of charge anywhere in the world. They roughly cost me £2 to send. I think it's like £2 or £3 to go outside of the UK, but I'm willing to pay that. But yeah, so if you want one of these, let me know and I'll send it to you. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you would like to help the channel, feel free to become a member by clicking the membership down below. Starts from £1.99, goes up to £8.99. The £8.99 members will have dedicated live streams just for them, where I'll actually talk to you face to face and discuss modelling with you. And that's a privilege for the £8.99 ones. £4.99, again, there will be live streams that will be dedicated to just members only. But the idea is that all the membership, as long as I got your address when I put out zines, or I get new stickers, or I get kits I'm giving away, the channel members will be first dibs on them. That's the idea for the future, because I've got so many model kits, and I will be doing giveaways of model kits, paints and stuff, because I'm never going to use it all. I really aren't, and I just need to slim down what I'm doing. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the live stream. I've been going now for 1 hour 45 minutes. Always a pleasure to talk to you and talk to the chat. And if there's any questions, any comments, just leave them in the comments box below. And hopefully I'll see you next week for another Airfix and Chill. Do you like that title? You hear the youngsters say, look, we're going to have a bit of Netflix and chill tonight. You know what that is. Watch a film and a bit of, you know what I mean? But I thought Airfix and Chill would be quite funny. But thanks all for watching. No worries if you didn't chat. If if you are building. But then again, you know, the idea is that if there are people out there who haven't got a channel but would like to come on board and do a model kit build and talk to me, I talk to anyone. It's an open platform. You know, at the moment, it's got to be a trustworthy thing, because I can't just give out this link, because, you know, what if I give it to somebody and they come on and they porn bomb me? Do you know what I mean? You see like an ass bouncing up and down, like, you know, you don't want that, do you? So as long as you're trusted, and I can get to know you and chat. If you want to come on here for a chat and just talk about your models, so you don't have to go face to face. You just do basically have it above the bench. We can see what you're doing. It works better that way anyway. Come and join me. Contact me on Mod651 and Models on my Facebook page or on Twitter, and say, I'm going to be available next Monday. Do you mind if I come and have a chat and talk about modeling with you? And you'll be glad. And if you are a YouTuber and want a bit of exposure, then please do come and join us. It's always a pleasure to get you on. Anyway, that's why you've got spanners, exactly. But as you know, even when we've got the moderators on, if I put out the live link to the stream yard link, you know, and they jump on, it's a bit of a faff to actually end them on the stream. And by that time, you know, there would have been enough scene that I would have had to pull the stream. So be trustworthy, you know, you don't have to be, you can swear, because I swear, don't I? I tell it how it is. But if you want to come and join us, then as I say, hopefully every Monday I'll be doing a live stream and chatting. Right, folks, that's it. Thanks all, guys. And remember, subscribe, membership, and enjoy your evening. And as what Sprue and Glue says, keep hydrated. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you soon. God bless.